Oh man, that's heavy. Oh man, I just ripped an egg. This is what we're gonna get out of this clutch that we're gonna pull right now. Is that awesome or what? Whoop, there she is. Look at those eggs. Come on, girl. Boy, that is a beautiful clutch. I guess this is a head orange ghost stripe. I think it's head albino. We bred it to an albino orange ghost stripe. So it should be turn out really well. We should have some really incredible snakes. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. So the idea is I can just grab her by the neck, unravel her, rip her out of here. But the idea is I don't want to do it that way. I've been doing it long enough that I typically can do this without getting bit. I don't know what's going to happen today. But at the end of the day, I still have all my arms, all my legs, all my everything. I wouldn't try to do this if it's your first snake clutch. If you're breeding a snake, obviously you already know the snake pretty good because you don't just get eggs by accident. It takes understanding your animals and what they need in order to feel safe, sound, and enough to want to lay eggs, because snakes don't lay eggs unless everything's perfect. And that being said, we take them away because the concept's real simple. We want them to hatch. We want her to be successful. She would normally, I think I'm going to be lucky with this female. So normally, it takes 84 days for them to hatch, and this female wouldn't eat for that 84 days. But because, and she has to protect them the whole time, so she gets real nervous. Now that being said, she's actually being a teddy bear. Oh, being a teddy bear. This is when I get bit, thinking I got them figured out. Come on. I usually do have them figured out, but we'll find out today if I'm right. And so she gets to actually go back on food early. And look at this. This is like the dream situation you want. You want to be able just to pick them up. Once in a while, I had recently a female bite the eggs when I took them out and tore one, but it doesn't usually happen that way. Look at that. Oh man, that's heavy. That's literally like 25 pounds. I wish I had a scale right this minute. Oh my goodness. That is a nice clutch of eggs. Now, the idea is that she is going to be able to go back, live her normal life, be in a good disposition, and not be stressed out trying to protect those eggs for the next 84 days. So she can get back to normal life. That's why, despite the fact that she hasn't eaten in minimum 3 months, it takes 3 to 5 months of them being off food in order for them to actually get prepared. She's got good body weight still, and now we don't have to rush to try to get her back to health or anything because she went right back on food last time and is going to do it again. So now we're just going to keep her nice and healthy throughout the year. Ready? Now she's really being good. That being said, I wonder how many eggs we have. So let's see what we got here. Oh man, I just ripped an egg, which almost never, I talked about how much they never get bit. That one just tore, which is like one a year. So now I got to make sure. The only thing is it's usually in the same clutch if I have a second one. So I got to be really careful because they literally are glued together so good that it's kind of amazing. You can see that it actually it's like material. I don't even know what the glue is. Never have been able to figure it out. If somebody out there knows more about python eggs than I do, I'd love to know what that is. I'm going to try to leave those two eggs together because eggs actually heal. Just like if you tear your skin a little bit, it can actually heal. I didn't know that in the beginning, but I learned it over time. So 84 days from now, what happens is now they run into the next roadblock. The next roadblock is getting out. They're born with an egg tooth right on top of their nose, but that egg tooth sometimes isn't sharp. Sometimes the baby's a little weak. Maybe the baby's in there wrong, got the umbilical cord tangled up. Man, this is not easy. So there we go. So I think it's between that egg and this egg is where the one is, the tear. So I'm going to leave it right there, and I have a hunch that we might be able to pull that one off. So many things can go wrong, and so one of the reasons that we put them in it, take them away from the mother, is because she hasn't had the ability to do anything but maintain her temperature in wherever she's at. Well, in the wild, that means sometimes a lot of eggs die. The idea is that we put them in an incubator, and that incubator gives them the optimum temperature throughout the whole period without any interruptions. And that gives a way more likelihood of them hatching. And so, but because of that, sometimes we actually get to see the deformities that you would never see in the wild because the eggs would die too early because they're already weakened. But when they're in a captive situation, you get to see the snakes that have the deformities because literally they're in such a perfect condition that their weakness isn't enough to stop them from making it further. And then of course they would die in the egg because they wouldn't hatch, but we cut the egg open to help the ones that might have a problem, which we've saved a lot of snakes this way. And so that's why we do it, because I'm always asked all these crazy questions, and you guys are always like, oh, you don't go into enough detail. Well, sometimes the detail gets a little boring, but we're still wondering how many eggs we're gonna end up with. So get ready. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8. No, I'm gonna do it again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. You know what that means? We made the 50 mark. 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 55. So I missed it. 56, 57. That's awesome clutch. This is going to give us a great opportunity. We have about 50% of these should be albinos. And so, but only half of that 50% will be actually orange ghost stripe albinos because of the way genetics work. So, what do you guys think? You have some questions, drop them down below. We're going to watch these posts really close so we can answer all kinds of crazy questions, because you guys always have something that you want to know, and maybe, just maybe, we actually can have the answer, because I actually done this before. Anyway, peace out, you guys. See you soon, and keep living your dream, whatever that is. I have a weird one.